So how did you find out about the MBA program European Management at the European Institute here at Saarland University?
First time I've learned about the MBA course here at the Europa-Institut was in a conversation with my best friend, who is a PhD student here at the university. He told me about this program and I became quite quickly interested and curious about this program. And afterwards I started to reach out to the Europa-Institut to gather or to gain more details on the program. And last but not least, I ended up to enroll in this program and to become a student of the Europa-Institut.
So why did you choose to study the MBA program European Management at the European Institute here in Saarbrücken?
Because I've always been interested in the European topic. This topic looms large in the region, in this region here, because I was born here. I've been raised with European ideas. I've been raised with ideas of unifying the different countries that are adjacent in this region here, which are France, which are Luxembourg, which are Saarland. Ever since I've been a child, we've been moving across the borders. So I've always been interested in the European project, and I've wanted to dive deeper into the subject.
Was it easy to combine studying the MBA program while working in a full-time job at the same time?
Truth to be told, I did the MBA program full-time, so I didn't work at the time. I think it was quite manageable, it was feasible to do the program full-time within the period of a year.
Did you spend any time in the lounge or in the SIP pool during your studies?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Actually, I spent most of our breaks here in the lounge, talking to the other students, trying to create some social networks, trying to exchange some experiences, trying to find out about different approaches, different cultural affected approaches when it comes to tackle the same problems.
Did you feel well supported throughout your studies? Like, were there contact persons available to you if you had questions or individual queries or problems?
The support is actually one of the things that I valued most when it comes to the MBA course, because every time I felt in need of aid, regardless of whether it was related to lecture issues or administrative issues. I always felt that I could reach out to the staff or the lecturers of the European Institute, and I always knew that they would support me in any kind that I would need, any way I would need it to support.
How would you describe the general atmosphere at the European Institute and the atmosphere during the courses and among your classmates?
I would say mostly positive. I would say that particularly the relationship between the staff and the students was really open-minded. One could really speak his mind. It was easy for you to bring forward critics. It was easy for you to bring forward complaints if there were any. You could talk about pretty much anything which was bothering you. Among the students, sometimes there were some conflicts, truth to be told, but mostly we got along with each other quite well.
What do you think are the benefits of studying in an international group?
I think the biggest benefit of studying in an international group is to take advantage of the different views on the same subjects and topics, because by learning about different approaches, you kind of get the possibility to broaden your mindset and to strengthen your ability to react to different challenges.
Do you think there are advantages in studying in smaller groups as opposed to big lectures with many students?
I would say it's more beneficial to study in smaller groups because you can focus on the other group members. You can put a higher focus. Because you can focus more intensively on other group members.
How would you describe the quality of the classes?
I would say the quality of the classes is great because of the great lecturers of the Europa Institute. The Europa Institute mainly engages lecturers with really high reputation in their respective realms. This is one of which I was really grateful in the past, and something I could really use in my current field of occupation.
And how do you think the variety of teaching methods and classwork contributed to your preparation for future work outside the classroom?
Particularly with respect to my current occupation at a cooperative bank, I would say one of the most important subjects of the Europa Institute was the focus on the European institutions. My main focus at work is financial regulation, and most of the regulation currently in place was initiated by European institutions. So knowing about how European institutions work in general and how decisions are made on a European level in particular provided me with the required skills to live up to the tasks of my job.
So what contents or topics did you find most captivating during your studies?
To be honest, I really liked the subjects, or really liked the courses, strategic management, service management, and entrepreneurship, because they taught me how to cope with a changing business environment. Proficiency that looms large, particularly in a financial economy marked by low and negative interest rates.
How do you think the international weeks have helped broaden your international mindset?
What I really liked about the courses abroad was absorbing the atmosphere of different universities all over the world, getting to know the mindsets of different students in Spain and France and in England and Sheffield. There are also different approaches of how a student works in all these different countries. I was really curious about the different ways to study all over the world.
Do you feel that your MBA studies have prepared you well for your job in a leading position?
I think this MBA course provided me quite well for leading positions, for future leading positions, because it taught me how to cope with people from different cultures, people with different personalities, especially the paperwork, especially the case studies, forced us to work together and to find a common thread to get ahead. So I think, particularly with respect to these so-called soft skills, I was really well prepared for future leadership tasks.
What did you enjoy most about the MBA program?
I think, for me, the most interesting part of the program was actually to learn about European institutions, to learn about the European single market, about how it works, about the different modi of decision finding, and about possible future developments in this field.
So why would you recommend the MBA program?
I would recommend the MBA program because it really helps you to understand how business on an international level functions, works. It also helps you to, by providing you with means to position your company in international markets, to get along, how to get along with international challenges in the economy. It also provides you, with respect to the ability to communicate in English with international business partners, a capacity that is getting more and more important in a global market.
Would you do it again?
Yes, of course. Altogether, I am really grateful with regard to the experiences I've made in this MBA course. And if I had a choice to do this again, I would do it again for sure.